Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We are about to do our Super Bowl predictions. As you see, not long ago, we did our NFL predictions and standings in there. So we're going to go based on that. We're going to go through the playoffs. And we're going to see who is going to be the Super Bowl champions. So, we're going to start in the NFC. As number one seed is the Rams. They get that bye. Washington versus the Vikings. Going to be a pretty good game here. But I got Washington. I think Jane Daniels is that guy. Now, divisional matchup. Third time they played this year. Packers versus the Lions. Packers are also at home. In the cold, that matters. Give me the Packers. Now, interesting one here. Panthers versus the Eagles. This is going to be shocking for some of y'all, but I got the Panthers. Now, if you're wondering, what is Joey thinking here? Look at it last year, week 14. Watch that game between the Eagles and Panthers. Panthers could have won that game if that boy from South Carolina caught that pass. I can't remember his name right now. Xavier Legette, that's his name. If he didn't drop that pass, Panthers would have won that game. So I got the Panthers, especially at home. Tough matchup. But let's see here. We got fourth seed, Panthers. So Panthers against the Rams. And an interesting one here. Packers and the Commanders. Interesting matchup here. Rams at home versus Carolina. I'm sorry, Carolina. This is where it ends. I got the Rams in that matchup. Now, Washington versus Green Bay. Really good matchup here, guys. Really good matchup here. But I got Green Bay in a very close game. I think this, obviously on the table, will be a great game to watch. So, Rams versus the Packers. NFC Championship game. Rams are at home. As long as the Rams are healthy, I got the Rams going to the Super Bowl, y'all. I think the Rams are very underrated right now. And it's surprising how underrated they are, considering what they did last year. They were banged up last year and still made it to the playoffs. Watch out. Now, let's go to the AFC side of things. As, of course, Buffalo with the easiest schedule, in my opinion, in the AFC. The Bills are the number one seed. We go Chiefs, the second seed, versus the Titans here. I think it's going to be too much for Cam Ward against the Chiefs, especially at defense and going against Patrick Mahomes. So I got Kansas City in that game. But I think it'll be a good game, though. Now, interesting one here. Texans against the Steelers. Definitely going to be a defensive game here. Two really good defenses, top 5 defenses, I would say. But in this game, for the first time in I don't know how long, the Steelers win a playoff game. For whatever reason, I like the Steelers just to win a playoff game because I think the addition of Aaron Rodgers matters. I know a lot of people, he's old, but also Tom Brady did it. Like, Tom Brady did it. And I know Aaron Rodgers is not Tom Brady, but Aaron Rodgers is still good at football. He had good stats last year, I thought, with the Jets. Hard time with the Jets. We all know the story of the Jets. But I think the Steelers have a much better team than the Jets. So, there we go. Steelers win that one. Now, Baltimore against the Broncos. Let's not forget how good this Denver defense is, y'all. It is a nasty defense, and I think their offense with Sean Payton is going to pay off. I don't have the Broncos winning the division, but I do have them winning a playoff game and shockingly beating the Ravens, which means in the AFC, we have some interesting matchups here that I don't think a lot of people thought would happen. But we got a good one here. Buffalo against Pittsburgh. But you know what? This is where it ends for Aaron Rodgers. His last game in the NFL is a loss to Josh Allen. I think it'll be a good game, but I think we gotta stop kidding ourselves. Josh Allen is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL and could have more Super Bowls if there wasn't a guy named Patrick Mahomes. Now, interesting here. Remember, I had the Chiefs winning the division. They are at home against the Broncos. But y'all, they've been saying it all year. These tackles, this O-line is not there. I think their O-line is going to be good. If they are healthy, the Chiefs are going to be a good football team. But, like I said, man, Broncos defense is good. Is good at football, y'all. So I got the Broncos shocking the world and beating the Chiefs in the playoffs and going into Buffalo in a tough matchup, y'all. This is going to be a tough matchup. Josh Allen versus Bo Nix. Sean Payton versus Sean McDermott. This is where it matters, y'all. This could be Josh Allen's time. But it's not, y'all. I got the Broncos shocking the world and going to the Super Bowl. Let me tell you, defense still wins championships. And I think their offense is good enough to take them there. Now I know Josh Allen is going to give them a tough time, but I am telling you, I trust Bo Nix. I trust Sean Payton. In year 2, yes, I know what happened last year, but I think the Broncos are a much better defense now, or a much better offense right now. And the addition of Evan Ingram is really underrated. And a lot of people are talking about it. I think it was a good addition. But now, let's get to the Super Bowl and who wins it. So, Rams versus Broncos. No one had this as their Super Bowl matchup. But, y'all, two really good teams here. Rams have the experience, but so does Sean Payton. It's tough here. You know, I gotta go with the Rams, y'all. I gotta go with the Rams. I think it ends here. Rams defense, I think, is really underrated this year. And I think their offense, there's a lot of talk about Matthew Stafford and his back. I'm not reading too much into this. But also, Matthew Stafford is one of the toughest quarterbacks in the NFL of all time. So, give me Matthew Stafford, y'all. I don't think a lot of people understand how good he is and how well he plays. So, y'all, Rams win the Super Bowl. 2 Super Bowl wins for Matthew Stafford. Let me know what you guys think. I know it's pretty bold here. It is bold. I will admit it. But, man, what if this happens? Bold Super Bowl prediction, I know. Let me know what you guys think. God bless y'all. Remember, stand on business, y'all.